Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
On first down, Hurts. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
Tackle 11, tackle 11. Knock it on the right.
Second and long. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4.
some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A quick throw caught by Evans on wide. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man. And
according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Now back to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
In motion comes the tight end left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Evans, the man in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Lions 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Raiders had 5 and 6 to start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 41, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Second and 14. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is starting to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's Jenkins on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's a give up the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well, it will stay at 3 scores.
Big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Get up.
Second and 11. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down and around the 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try and throw for it here. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Lions first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? The quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Second down, Jacobs once more. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people wonder why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to taking the 3.
But he did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Second and 4. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guy.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second and 6. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.